You know that feeling when you really want a particular dish and nothing else will do? That's comfort food. My ultimate comforting lunch has to be fish with peas. I've loved it ever since I was a kid, and to make it even more delicious, I've given it a few modern tweaks.
For my ultimate fish, I'm doing the best, crunchiest, lightest batter imaginable with a hint of ginger. To go with it, chili minted mushy peas.
In order to make sure that the batter stays nice and crispy and the fish stays nice and firm, the secret is to season the fish. Salt and pepper. That will draw out the moisture and that will keep the fish really nice and firm.
Put it in the fridge for around 10 minutes to let the seasoning work its magic.
Now, the batter. As always, when making any batter, always sieve the flour. I want a bit of heat in the batter, so a nice teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Season the flour, salt and pepper. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This almost lightens the load with the batter. Now, ginger beer. It gives that batter this sort of unique, spicy, individual flavour. It's delicious with the fish. And a nice tablespoon of oil. Just basic vegetable oil gives it a nice sheen. Give that a good mix. You really want it. Almost like the consistency of double cream. Too thin, and the batter runs off, especially when it hits the fryer. Too thick, and it actually prevents the fish from getting cooked. So you've got to get it to just that sort of double cream texture.
Let it rest for as long as possible to give you an even textured batter. Now, the season should have worked its magic and drawn out the excess moisture from the fish. So it's on to the next stage.
Fish has gone slightly firmer. Perfect for frying.
Start by coating the fish in flour seasoned with pepper.
Pat that nice and dry into your hands so you haven't got any excess flour. The flour stops the batter from running off the fish. I'm just going to check to see if my oil's ready by putting a little touch of batter into the fryer. You see it bubbling straight to the very top. That tells you that the oil is ready. Never really ever fill the pan above halfway. If the oil starts to get too hot, first thing you do, turn off the gas. Second thing, add some oil into it to cool it down. Hold the fish by the corner, literally put it in, and roll it round.
Then gently slap the fish on the sides of the bowl to get rid of excess batter.
Now, in and lay away. And just gently drop it in. Twist your pan. That stops it from sticking at the bottom. Oil should be gently sort of bubbling away. But notice as we're frying the fish, there's no spitting of any water from the fish.
Fry the fish for 3 to 5 minutes, gently turning halfway through. Once the batter's golden and crisp, it's ready.
And look, they look stunning. It's like these big, crispy pillows of beautifully textured cod.
Leave the fish to rest on a kitchen towel to blot excess oil. Meanwhile, it's quick and easy chili minted mushy peas.
Now, the mushy peas, a little teaspoon of olive oil, and a nice knob of butter into the pan. Shallot, finely chopped. That adds a bit of sweetness to the peas. Shallots into the pan. Chili. Peas are delicious. When you eat peas and they're slightly spicy, they're even better. Garlic in the peas. Sweat off the chili, the garlic and the shallots.
Before the peas join those spices, simply blanch in salted boiling water, infused with their perfect partner. Fresh mint, stalks and all.
And then put your frozen peas in. Now, once the peas have gone nice and soft, drain them. Now, take off the stalks and then add your peas to the shallots. I love that sound. Mix all that chili and garlic in there. A little seasoning. Finishing the frozen peas off like this. Absolutely delicious. Onto your board, crush. Now, you cannot beat crushed, delicious peas. Look at that. Those peas, it's incredible.
Top with chopped mint. Chili minted mushy peas, so simple and perfect with easy ginger beer battered fish.
A nice spicy, crispy batter. And that just reaffirms the importance of comfort food. If you're going to do it properly. Oh.
My spicy twist is proof you can update a comforting classic. And the best way to eat this is with crispy buttered sauté potatoes cooked with garlic, rosemary and thyme. To take this happy food to a whole new level.
When I was growing up, food in Britain was somewhat different to what it is now. No one had heard of organic. You couldn't even buy avocados in the shops where I lived. Paris kitchens might have been cooking nouvelle cuisine, but it certainly hadn't made any inroads round our way. My ultimate lunch when I was growing up was very plain, pretty trashy, but I still love it now and again. Fish fingers with a delicious chip butty. The secret of a good chip butty is in the potato. Now, these are Desiree potatoes. One of my first ever jobs was working in a chip shop. I used to put sacks and sacks of potatoes into the rumbler, which was then the potato peeler, all day long. Today, I'm gonna do something a little bit healthier.
For my oven chips with a twist, simply peel, slice, and blanch for 3 to 4 minutes. Drain, season, and cover well with paprika. Spread evenly over an oiled baking tray and place into a preheated oven for 20 minutes. Simple as that. Next up, easy fish fingers.
This is pollock, a really nice, firm, delicious fish. Cut the fish in finger-size batons of fish. Put them onto your plate and just lightly salt them. If you can do that literally 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you start cooking the fish, it firms the fish up beautifully and it allows it to become a little bit more durable, especially in the pan.
Now for the coating. Start by thoroughly coating the fish in seasoned flour.
And then just roll it to get rid of those little sharp corners, because then it stops those corners almost burning in the pan. In to your egg wash and really coat them. Wonderful. And then this is dill. Goes brilliantly well with the fish. And run the dill through my breadcrumbs. That makes it more aromatic. Lay them onto your breadcrumbs. Nothing wrong with the chip butty, nothing wrong with fish fingers. Just give it a lovely modern twist. Beautiful.
Once the fish fingers are thoroughly coated, they're ready to pan fry. And they'll need around 3 minutes on each side.
I want the fish fingers to be nice and crispy. Get a really nice colour on them first, and then we'll flip them over and finish them with butter. Bring the heat up into the pan. A nice little knob of butter. That'll work wonders with the breadcrumbs and the dill. Nice and carefully. Take them out. They look and smell incredible. So nice and crispy.
Now to assemble my chip butty, starting with buttered, thick, crusty bread.
Get your slice of bread. Mop up that amazing flavour. On. Slice in half. Never slice in an angle. My mouth is salivating. Beautiful. On with the chip butty. There's one thing missing, and it signifies that I've never forgotten the joy of comfort food. But my God, that makes me feel like a 9-year-old. Now, excuse me for one moment, will you? I want to stuff my face.
Homemade fish fingers and my ultimate chip butty. So simple to make, but trust me, it tastes amazing. Boiled eggs with a soldier that will make your taste buds stand to attention.
There's something quite nostalgic about a boiled egg. It's something that's never lost its magic when you slice that top off and dunk that soldier into the yolk.
You can't mess with a deliciously runny yolk, but this is what I like to dunk in it.
An anchovy soldier. Anchovies into pepper and water. No salt, naturally. Yeah, anchovies are very salty, so just a touch of pepper.
Rich in omega-3s, the amazing tinned anchovy is a natural flavour enhancer, and I use it to pepper many a savoury dish, from roast lamb to the humble toasted soldier.
Grind them to a really nice, smooth paste. The smell of that is almost like being at the seaside. Now, get your soft butter, and just put half the butter in first. 50-50 is the way, 50% anchovy, 50% butter. That way, you've got that real nice, salty creaminess. Mix that up. That's absolutely delicious. Trust me. Finishing that anchovy butter on a slice of grilled fish, I'm in heaven. The bread. This is a sourdough. Delicious, very crusty. Take 4 nice slices. Now, get that pan nice and hot. A couple of tablespoons of that anchovy oil into the pan, and then get your bread and lightly fry each side. The smell of that anchovy oil is incredible. Take that out. Now, bring your water up to the boil. The secret of softly boiling an egg is to place them into the water gently, on a spoon, in, and just tilt so they don't hit the bottom. Nice and light. Up to the boil, count to 5, turn the gas down. Is it 4.5 minutes? Is it 5 minutes for a soft-boiled egg? I've cooked thousands of them, and every time it's 4.5 minutes. Whilst that's boiling, get your bread and spread that on there. That is incredible. Chopped parsley brings that kind of freshness. Goes brilliantly well with the anchovies. Hear that crunch on. I'm sorry, but I can't resist. Oh my God. Right, gas off. 1, beauty in. 2, I feel like a 5-year-old again. This is that moment when you open the vault and that little magic inside is all yours. It's a great twist on a great classic. Wow.
Perfectly soft-boiled eggs with dressed-up anchovy butter soldiers.
Who would have thought that egg and soldiers could be that delicious?